Hi, it's Rob here, co-founder of Tribe 74, here with my partner, also co-founder, Andrew Stewart. How's it going today, Andrew?
That's bad. Help yourself, Rob.
Not too bad, thanks. So I wanted to talk to you today about some of the things that I've noticed or during this particular period of time, of what we're experiencing regarding the coronavirus, COVID-19, and all that stuff. Uh, Something I've picked up on, and I don't have cable television at home, but I do use YouTube quite a bit because it's an amazing medium to get your point across, especially if you're running small businesses, or you're obviously it is the vehicle for anything that you do nowadays. But of course, they have commercials on there now, and I've noticed a few commercials from a couple brands that really, I don't know how to put this in a way, but they really take on the whole uh, emotional aspect of marketing. Um, using words as such as community, and talking and showing themselves, squirting sanitizer all over everything, and then going on about how amazing it is to work for them
I,
while they're doing that.
I've I've seen those videos.
Yeah. So
I've seen those videos. It's quite. There's been more than one, and they are certainly meant to kind of draw on your heartstrings or pull at your heartstrings. You have sympathy towards them and towards the current goings on and in the marketplace that we're all feeling right now.
yeah, it's I mean, you people I put out a little survey, just a quick little survey on social media, just to get people's feelings and thoughts on the whole thing. And I mean, the people were, some people were kind of offended, chose to be offended by it. Others were like, well, it's just marketing, right? It's no big deal. Other people were like, well, it seemed kind of sleazy in a way, and that was kind of one of the things I was thinking about. It was like the ethics behind it and stuff. But at the same time, I mean, how long has there's a certain American beer company that loves to just, like, play up the whole emotional aspect of it, the patriotism of America. And so what I've seen is, there's it's almost expected, especially from that particular company. So is it a bad thing? Is it what is the moral or the ethical issue with it? I don't think that it's so much. I think that people tend to be more emotional, obviously during this period, right?
It's definitely an emotional period, that's for certain.
So I think that, I mean, people might be choose to be offended about it, maybe as it's a hot topic, right? But any other time, I mean, they might look back and say, oh, that was kind of a neat thing, or they might just stand behind it and say, wow, they're really doing something special.
I guess there's maybe two different ways to look at it. Often in those sorts of situations, a marketing company will go to that particular brand and say, "Hey, we'd like to do something along these lines." And to be honest, I think a lot of the time that the companies, they do believe in the message that's being put out, but the marketing companies do know exactly what they're doing.
Well, I think that's for sure, and that's obvious. I mean, like, for how long, like, I mean, these companies they're not like little companies doing it. These are like major corporations and stuff like that. I mean, to me, it kind of comes off a little bit cheesy, I could say, without, it comes off a little cheesy to me. But at the same time, I think that it's not that bad of a marketing strategy. It's smart because it does, it keeps your name out there, right? And people might just think, oh, there's big ugly corporation, but every you throw out a message like that, and on occasion, it'll make people feel, happy about your company, or maybe more positive towards your company, to see what you're doing, because they didn't get the email that said that you're doing something special, or
Oh, exactly.
they don't see you in the community, like, because, well, especially now nobody's out in the community, but
I think right now, every company, whether it is big or small, is really looking to see how they can still survive in this current marketplace. Um, and also what they can do to help others. I know there are other companies that are doing a lot of other things that are helping those frontline workers, for example, that are just going unnoticed or not even being spoken about. They're not promoting it. The word has got out just by mouth that some of these large companies have been doing some of these excellent initiatives, which is exceptional. Um, which probably I think goes just as far.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, yeah, like there's a little bit something to be said about the virtue signaling, I guess, is a way to say it, and say, hey, look what we're doing. Some people might take offense to that, but at the same time, I think that it's really important that they do get out there and say that, and kind of like washes away some of their um, the corporate vibes, I guess. I think there can be some lessons learned here too. I mean, you see, and I guess maybe what we can kind of promote in that way, as helping small businesses and stuff like that, is that you can take a look at that and say, okay, so what are the things that they do right? When they do this kind of stuff, and I think that's more important because
Oh,
we can criticize, but a year down the road we'll be saying, hey, those guys were actually really great what they did. So what do they do right? Is it, there's words, certain words that they use, key phrases. We talk about where community. We talk about involvement. We talk about patriotism. Um, these are things that as a small business or an artist moving forward, you know, maybe it's not bad to take advantage of the situation.
well, I mean that's really what you want to do. You want to build a community around your business. People that are there to support you, people that love you, and will essentially do anything that they can to make sure that your business survives.
We'll be talking about that in the future and stuff like that, like
Oh, for sure.
words and uh, pictures, frames, things like that that you can really draw from in these experiences, right? You look at, like I said, like with these businesses, right? They paint this amazing portrait of things that are going on, and really, I think a lot of it is the human spirit, which is what they try to encapsulate, and I think that's important. Like if you, as a business, you need to understand the human spirit, and if you can get a hold of that and mold it for your business, or mold your business for the human spirit and understanding the human spirit, I think that you will succeed. And I think that's what a lot of big corporations do successfully.
Yeah.
you know as evil as they may seem to some people, what they do successfully is that they get people to come back to them every time. And how do they do that? Sometimes they have to play these emotional heartstring type videos.
Oh, it's great to chat like this. One of these days, we will have to get together and actually have coffee again.
That's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Um, anyway, thanks for watching the video. And if you enjoy our videos and stuff, please subscribe. Please press the bell icon for notifications. Please follow along. Come check us out on social media. Just look up Tribe 74. We're everywhere. We are your photography, videography, graphics, branding team. Please come on, check us out. Tribe74.com. Subscribe and watch for more videos. Take care.